Hey, cleveland.com, meteorologist Kelly Reardon here. On the radar this week, we're exploring the different influences on the Great Lakes water levels. Recently, Lake Erie water levels were nearly record high, so I wanted to find out exactly how much of the rising water is due to natural fluctuation versus man-made, and how levels are controlled by the International Joint Commission, a binational organization in charge of shaping policy for U.S. and Canadian waterways. Why do we care about water levels? The Great Lakes provide drinking water to 40 million Americans, and levels affect habitats of fish, birds, and many mammals, not to mention economic and infrastructural aspects like erosion and property damage. Contributors to Great Lakes water levels is how much water flows in and out of the lakes. Breaking it down simply, precipitation directly over the lake plus runoff to the lake and water from streams and groundwater adds to the volume. Evaporation water flowing out of the system decreases the volume. Together, in minus out equals the change in water levels from the hydrologic cycle. Changes in water supply are driven by long-term climatic factors and weather patterns like precipitation, temperature, and evaporation rates. Generally, continuous wet and cold years will cause water levels to rise, while consecutive warm and dry years cause water levels to decline. Another major natural influencer of lake levels is a concept called, wait for it, glacial isostatic rebound. Sounds complicated, but basically it describes the non-uniform rising of land in the Great Lakes Basin after being depressed and pushed down by glaciers during the last ice age 18,000 years ago. The northern and eastern shores are rising more rapidly than the southern and western shores, creating uneven rises in water levels. A good analogy is a mattress after you've taken a nap. When you wake up and get off the mattress, there's an indent left behind. The mattress will slowly start to raise back to normal, but some areas will move back sooner than others. Based upon U.S. Army Corps of Engineers analyses, there is no direct evidence that global warming affects Great Lakes levels. However, there are other indications of human influence, such as the significant decrease in ice cover and the earlier thaw dates each spring, according to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. The International Joint Commission controls levels and flows for Lake Superior and Ontario through a system of locks and dams on the St. Mary's River and in the St. Lawrence. However, while these regulations can alter and alleviate lake level extremes, the current regulations do not affect long-term lake level trends and cannot influence levels significantly in the short term, says the Watershed Council. The last major dredging project on the Great Lakes was the St. Clair River in 1962. It was initially thought Lake Michigan-Huron lost 16 inches of water from deepening the channel by 2 feet, but other studies found unexpected erosion from dredging caused additional water loss of 3 to 5 inches. Diversions are another man-made influence on Great Lakes water levels. There are 4 major diversion points in the Great Lakes which allow transfer of water from one watershed to another, yet the overall effect on lake levels is minor. The Great Lakes make up the largest body of freshwater on Earth, and we take advantage of that. Water is withdrawn from the lakes for drinking, bathing, laundry, agriculture, industry, and more. One study in 2014 found that total reported withdrawal amounts for the Great Lakes St. Lawrence River Basin were 44,493 million gallons per day. Lake Michigan and Huron have the greatest water withdrawal, followed by Lake Ontario and Erie.